Hi everyone, and today I'll teach you how to use Blender. I bet for most of those people that clicked on this video, I bet you want to know, how do I 3D animate? I know how, and I'm going to teach you. 3D animate is not all hard. It's actually pretty simple if you learn the basics. So today I'm going to teach you the basics of it. Let's go. So when you download Blender, you have all these different options. You have new files, recent files, but different on yours, and all this. You click on general or just click anywhere else like that. So for you might be thinking, how on earth do I do this? Well, it's very easy. So obviously clicking on objects is how you select them. But you want to know, how do I move the camera angle? Well, if you hold down on the scroll wheel, then this is how you move it. So yeah, it's as easy as that. And you're probably thinking, how do I add another object? It's quite simple. You click up here by object mode. The add button is most likely underneath the layout button. So you click on add, and then you get all these options. It may be different on yours because I have certain add-ons enabled, but these will. So I'll hover over mesh, then hover over any of these objects. Let's do UV sphere. Then boom, you have another object. If you did it, then I'm so proud of you. So yeah, you'll probably be wondering how to get rid of all these things around it. Well, it's easy. You right click on it like this, then click shade smooth. And boom, it's all done. So yeah. And you probably will be thinking, how do I look at the camera angle? Whoa, if you hit the 0 key, then you see through it. But I don't want to be but what if you want to see it both at once? Click on animation. Then boom, like you can see it like that. Wow. Okay. So now it's time for you to be learning the most important part of 3D animating, keyframing. If you want to make objects move, then keyframing is for you. So, what I do is how I hit the T key right here. Well, it can be anywhere. They get all these options. Move, rotation, scale, and all of it. So then I click on it, and then I can move it. So this is the very, very simple part. This is the most important part of any 3D animator. So, you right click right here, you right click right here, click insert keyframe, you click location and rotation, and then you'll hover, then you click on whatever next keyframe you want, move the object up, then you click location and rotation. It moves! It moves! If it does, then you're doing a great job, it moves! And also, to make things even better, you can duplicate keyframes. Maya, you really gotta get that part done. So yeah, so congratulations, you did it! So now it's time to do the rest of this scene. Starting with camera. So this is the camera, obviously. You can move it. You can move it and stuff. So this is how you do the camera. You can move it like that, and then click, and then like add a keyframe. And then you probably will be thinking, how on earth do I make the camera angle change? Well, you right click on it so then it stays, then next one, and there, so now it moves. I know, it's super cool, huh? So now you learned how to do the camera. Now it's time for another important part, changing the resolution. For those YouTube Shorts creators, this will be great for you. So, what you do is how you click on the wrench and I'm sorry, I can't. You click on the scene button, like right here, and then you see the resolution. I change it to 1080 and 980. So then now it's a YouTube short. there's so many videos that doesn't teach me this. So this part is incredibly useful for creators. Like seriously, like nobody else ever taught how to do this. So you got very simple stuff done. Now it's time for lighting and making stuff look good. So you make this thing bigger, and then you click on one of these 4 circles. You can click on this or this to make it look like what it looks like rendered. Then wow, this looks great, but I want the lighting to look good. Well, here's the lighting. You can move it. But what if you want to get the whole scene lighted up? Well, you add a sun. So then now it acts like a sun. Like now the lighting's good. And then also, if you really want to make it look good with a background, then go under world. Oh yeah, you go under shading first. Go under world, like right here. And then you click add sky texture. And then do this. Set that. And wow, and then wow, you get a realistic background. So yeah, so now you got all the basics done. Congratulations. Now it's time for another important part, changing the object color. So click on any object, go under the circle, click new, click base color, then you can change it. Also, to make things even better, you can click this button right here to make it change color over time. Oh yes, this animation is looking great. Any creator would need to know this. Okay, now it is time for another important part. Modeling and rigging. So yeah, you need to create objects, like how I make models, how it's that I create the object. Let me like turn it down so I can see it better. So then it's like that. Congratulations, this is a model. Like, I'm not good with like sculpting stuff, I'm not good with that. But there is a way for me to make objects look good, that is with edit mode. You can click on these 2 lines, then click the E key, and then it's being extended. The E key is super helpful for extending, and if you really want the rig to be good, you have to add like all these things, so then there could be more control. Okay, now it's time for rigging. Go into amateur, then click single bone. I would do it like this. And then you go under viewpoint then you go under this part. Collection properties. Well, actually you go under object properties, viewpoint display, and in front. Then you go under edit mode, and then at the top of this you hit the E key for it to extend for more control. Hit it again, and then there you made a rig. So now you hover over both those objects, then click Control P. Well, if it doesn't work like this, you have to click on the amateur first, then hover over it, then click automatic widgets. And then you can now officially move your objects. But you cannot change it in object mode. You have to go under pose mode for you to move it like this. So then now you made your first ever Blender model. So now I'm going to add keyframes like the other objects. And then after some time, you may be thinking, well, my animation looks good. Now how do I export it? Well, now this part will be incredibly simple. There is this thing called rendering. So with rendering, then basically gets every frame of animation, and then it renders the frame one by one. So I just set it to where I want to export, right there. Then click File Format, like that. Now that's very important. Do not forget that. Then I click when the animation ends, and then I click Render Animation. If it goes slowly, that's completely normal because it's exporting it to a animation folder, or file. So yeah, now you learned that. What do we need to do after that? Well, this is a very important part of animation. It's called adding sound. This part is very complicated. So listen to me on this. So by this button right here, go at the corner where it shows this little icon, then scroll down, then set this thing up, click the button right here, that's editor type, then click movie, click video signature. So then I'll just get up a file. That is what I'm trying to find right now. And then you have sound. So yeah, but most likely the audio is not going to render with the video. Well, this is the easy fix. You go under encoding on the render section, go down, video code, audio, set as MP3. Then now you are all complete with your Blender animation. I really hope this taught you how to do it. If you have any problems with how fast I talk, tell me in the comments below. If you learned so much about Blender, I'm very happy for you. So, let's just render this animation and see if it works. So, yeah, now you learned the basics of Blender animation. So, bye everyone, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next animation. Bye.